Yes, and it's already cold. Look at what we have out the door right now. It feels like it's 7 below in Worcester. 4 is our current feel-like temperature, our wind chill factor in Boston. Actual temperature readings in the single digits for many spots. So last night was cold, but tonight is actually looking even colder. And of course, we're looking ahead to a deep plunge this weekend. But let's get you through the overnight hours. You can see how most locations away from the coastline drop into the single digits tonight. I think we'll stay just about 12 in Boston, but the feel like temperature is close to 1 to 2 degrees for your morning forecast tomorrow in the city. So it is a cold start, but a bright start. Pack the sunglasses. That sun will be out before clouds increase through the afternoon and evening. Those clouds hinting at what's to come. We do have snow showers in the forecast for your later evening hours. In fact, for most of us, it's a dry evening commute. This is paused at 6 o'clock. You can see that snow to our north and west. But then the snow gets closer to the city as we travel toward 9 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. Rain mixing in at the coast towards southeastern Massachusetts before this storm moves out. Then we're talking about a far more significant storm. This one packing a punch in the form of snow, ice. And the question is, will we see snow impacts locally? Watching that track and keeping you updated ahead. Maria. We have that cold that Greenland has, of course, and we'll be getting even colder. But I do want to touch upon that Aurora forecast for tonight because it was updated this evening, and it's now up to about a 7. Keep in mind, last night it was up to about 8, so not quite as strong. But clearly, there's some signs of Aurora out there, and I did see some photos out of the Sterling area on Twitter, so keep an eye out for that. It looks like it's peaking right before sunrise, before, of course, coming down. Now, as we take a look at this cold polar plunge, it's on the way for us. I want to direct your attention to these wind chill factors that are nearly 50 below, moving well north into the Arctic. Now, this is a little lobe of the polar vortex that's breaking off and eventually feeding its way down toward us in a weaker form. But look at these wind chill factors for us locally. By Saturday morning, feeling like it's closer to 14 below in Boston in some areas. As you move it to northern New England, it could feel like it's 20 below. And I do think it will get even colder here for our Saturday night into Sunday. So we are tracking several things on our radar. First off, over the next 12 hours, single-digit low temperatures creating a chill for tonight, but the deeper chill is this weekend. That is going to be our next threat on our radar. It's alert weather for us as we will see these wind chill factors falling well below 0. We're also watching this weekend the potential for a storm that could produce snow as if the cold wasn't enough. And when you're talking about snow with this kind of cold, there is the potential for big snow in our area. Let's take you out the door right now. It is nice and dry, but it is cold. We have wind chill factors down below 0 as you move from Worcester northwest. It feels like it's 7 below in Worcester at the moment. Actual temperature readings, so not wind chill factors, falling into the single digits tonight away from the coastline. In Boston, just about 12. It'll feel like it's near 1 degrees in Boston tomorrow morning, right near sunrise. And even in the afternoon with highs in the upper 20s under sun, it feels like the teens. So it's a cold outlook, and eventually we're tracking some snow showers that could lead to a trace to just about an inch of snow as you move from Boston north and west. So let's time this out. Evening commute looking fine. You can see here we are at 6 o'clock and it's mainly out to the northwest. These snow showers are moving in. But by 9 o'clock, the snow gets closer to 128, closing in on the city by midnight with some rain mixing in for the coastline and into southeastern Massachusetts, moving out of here early on Thursday. Then our attention turns to a more significant storm with this battleground of tropical air and Arctic air in the south. This is going to be a significant storm for much of the country from Texas stretching out toward the mid-Atlantic. Heavy snowfall expected here, measured in feet, but notice how this is nudging northward. High pressure could help to push us south, the edge of the snow, but right now the models are trending toward at least some snowfall in our area Sunday to Monday. The good news is the ice stays to our south, so it's really just the snow that we're watching. By far the heaviest, stretching through the Midwest into the mid-Atlantic, but I can't rule out that. And it's already cold out there right now. I mean, look at this. We're down to 11 in Worcester, 19 in Boston. And it feels like it's in the single digits. So It's not your imagination. This is really cold stuff, but we're looking at even colder conditions moving in for this weekend, and that has us concerned. That's why we did issue a weather alert, because this is the kind of cold that could get dangerous here. We're talking about temperatures that could be setting records, wind chill factors of 10 to 20 below, and throw on top of that the potential for a storm moving in for Sunday and lingering possibly into Monday. So a lot to watch. Right now, we're keeping an eye on our thermometer because it's going to continue to drop. So we're seeing most spots down into the single digits away from the coastline, down to about 5 in Nashua, 7 in Norwood, 10 degrees as you're heading out toward Plymouth. I think most of the coastline will stay in the double digits overnight, but still very cold when you factor in a very light wind. Wind chill factors are near zero for most locations. It could feel like it's as low as 2 degrees tomorrow morning as you're heading out in New Bedford. So this is our 12-hour forecast tomorrow. A couple things I want to direct your attention to. Sun to start in the morning, feeling like it's close to 2 degrees, but the clouds increase through the afternoon. Still, as we move toward that 8 o'clock hour in Boston, we're still looking bone dry. There's no showers in the forecast, but they're slow to arrive. So we move through the 6 o'clock hour dry here locally. That means your evening commute is okay for most spots, but if you're moving west of 495, snow will be spreading from west to east between 6 to about 9. And as it gets closer to the coastline, rain mixing in, you'll see more of those rain showers over southeastern Massachusetts where it's slowest to exit. In fact, on Thursday morning, 6 a.m., we might still have a few sprinkles sitting over the Outer Cape and Nantucket before exiting out to sea. In terms of snowfall amounts, nothing much. But as you move north and west of 95, that's where you have the best chance of that snow actually sticking. And we could see up to half an inch in the northern Worcester Hills and areas north of Route 2. A more significant snowfall possible with this next storm. This is a cross-country storm, and what we're seeing here is this perfect battleground setup between tropical air from the Gulf and Arctic air from Canada. This is a perfect setup for a major winter storm, and that is exactly what we're tracking through much of the south into the mid-Atlantic and through the Midwest even. But as this continues to move northward, this area of high pressure is really strong, hence the really cold air we have in place. The question is, will this high pressure be strong enough to shift the shield of precipitation to the south and keep that snow from getting into our area? Well, our latest model runs project that we should see some snow here on Sunday by the evening and possibly lingering into Monday. This is also looking to be a major ice storm. Look at these ice projections, rather, as you go from Dallas right out toward Atlanta, where we're also talking about thunderstorm potential. Here's that snow potential, and it could reach up to feet of snow as you're stretching through the south. So this is a major storm we'll be keeping a close eye on. Alert